another Disney haul because I have been on another Disney trip. It feels really weird to be filming a video. I just feel like, what? We had a really good time on our recent trip. I went with Luke, my boyfriend, and our friends, and we had a really fab time. It was a lot longer of a trip, so we got to do a lot more and spread it out a little bit. It was really hot, like probably the hottest trip I've ever been on. It's very warm. And we also had a day in Paris. I have one thing from my day in Paris to show you. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you everything I bought because I did buy quite a few things, not as much as I have bought on previous trips, but enough to warrant showing you guys what's in the shop, sort of. I bought a lot of sale stuff, so by the time this video goes up, I think the sale's lasting all the way until August, and I'll definitely get this video up in early July, so there might still be some sale things for you to get, but I thought I would just show you what I got. So obviously, as with most of my haul videos, I buy a lot of pins when I go to Disneyland Paris, so I will do everything that's not a pin first and then do my pins at the end. I didn't trade for many pins this time, but I'll come to that afterwards. So I will get into everything that I bought. Okay, so everything that I bought that was not a pin was sale, which is quite good. So the first thing that I got was this bow. So in Paris recently, well not too recently, maybe for the past like year I think, maybe a little bit more, definitely in Paris, they've been doing interchangeable bow ears. So they do these sort of big black ears that are really velvety and nice, and they come with a sparkly black bow with white polka dots on it, and you can unclip that bow and buy other bows to put on them. They have some really nice ones, like some really cool ones. Melody got like the Monsters Inc. ones, which are really cool, which you might have seen in one of my October vlogs. And they do like loads of princesses ones. I have the Captain Marvel one, which I got on my last trip. Actually, it's Captain America. A lot of people were telling me in the comments, it's actually Captain America, and I was like, okay, I'm sorry. But I thought it was Captain Marvel, but it's Captain America. Either way, it's a very cool bow. Anyway, so they had some in sale for €5. So normally they're around €12, I believe. And the ears are like quite expensive. They're like almost €30, I think. So if you buy the ears and one bow, it's quite a lot of money, so I haven't bought the ears yet. When I wore my Captain America bow on my last trip, I borrowed Melody's ears because she has the interchangeable ears. So yeah, I just got this because it was in the sale. It was €5, which I thought was an absolute steal because this was one of my favourites. The last time I went, I actually bought this for my friend Ellie, who loves Toy Story. So I decided to get it for myself. The Cruella de Vil one was also in the sale, which was really nice, but then there was the Sleeping Beauty one also, which isn't as nice. It looks like it's got a pickled onion in the middle of it. Not too keen on that one, but €5 pretty good if you're a big Sleeping Beauty fan because it's clearly a Sleeping Beauty bow. Like, it's very good for bounding and whatnot. But I love this one and I thought I'd get it. I just really like the design. I love Jessie. I love Toy Story, especially because the new film's just come out, which I really enjoyed. So yeah, Jessie bow, €5. I thought that was a steal. And then this I didn't really need, but if you know me, you know I love Stitch. He's one of my faves. So I saw this and was like, for €3, I'm gonna get it. It's a notebook. I haven't opened it yet, so let's open it together. They had a Cheshire Cat one as well, I believe, and possibly some others, but I got Stitch because I love Stitch. You can pretend you're Stitch. But yeah, it does also say Disneyland Paris on the back of it as well. I really like getting things that actually say Disneyland Paris on because then it's a bit of a souvenir as well. But yeah, and all the pages, I like his mouth, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that. So this will be definitely one of those notebooks where I just write a load of random notes in it, like, you know, when you just need to remember something like a password or something somebody's told you or just a phone number. This is going to be that kind of notebook that'll stay on my desk. The last thing I got, I actually saw this when I went in Christmas and in April, I think. And I was going to get it, and then I was like, no, because it might get broken in my case, and I didn't want to spend the money on it just because I have so many already. But it was in sale, so I was like, okay, hell yeah, I'm going to get it this time. Originally, oh my goodness, originally it was $25.99. I got this for €7. It's $24.99, sorry, and I got this for €7. It is this Rapunzel mug. So again, if you already know me, you know that Rapunzel is my favourite Disney princess. I love her so much. I have a tattoo on my arm that very much matches this mug. Like, I'll show you. It's like of the Rapunzel castle with some lanterns around it. It's very matchy for this mug. Like I said, I saw it when I went on my last couple of trips and really loved it, but just didn't want to get it because of the price and the fact that it might be broken. But for €7, I was like, yeah, it's a sign, I need to get it. They also had like an Ariel one, which was lovely, and a Cinderella's carriage one. They were all really nice, but Punsy's my favourite. So it says Rapunzel up here, which is super cute. It's got the little sun sort of symbol thing from the lanterns and everything. And then it's got the tower as the handle, which is the reason why I love it so much. I just think that's such a cool idea, and yeah, it really matches my tattoo, which I really enjoy. Defo gonna try and get an Instagram of like me holding this my tattoo, and I just think that'd be really cool. And then on the inside, which is super cute, it says reach for the stars, which is a Toy Story quote, I swear, but I like it all the same. It's still very punsy. So yeah, love this mug for €7. What? Very good. The next thing I got was not from Disneyland Paris, it was from Paris though. We went on a day trip to Paris. I vlogged the whole trip again, obviously. I always wait to put my vlogs up after the haul, so that will be up very, very soon now that the haul's up. We did go for a day in Paris, which was really nice, but it was extremely hot, so it was very hard to enjoy travelling around on an open top bus in like over 30 degree heat. We were all pretty much melting by the end of the day. I'm very excited to get back to our air-conditioned hotel room, but we did have a really good day, and it's really cool to see the sights, because you know, you see pictures of Paris, don't you, like the Eiffel Tower and the Arc de Triomphe and all these things, so it was nice to just like see it. I went before when I was younger with my family, but it was cool to see it with all my friends, but it was very hot. But one place we did go that was great, because it was air conditioned and we got to like have a moment, was the Hard Rock Cafe. And I love the Hard Rock Cafes. I love Planet Hollywood as well, which is very similar, but Hard Rock Cafes are basically, they're restaurants, so you go and eat food or whatever. They're not particularly cheap restaurants, they are a little bit pricey, but the food's really good, definitely up mine in Luke Street. We always visit the Hard Rock Cafes. The food is like burgers and chips, but they also do like, you know, mac and cheese and hot dogs, and they do like lots of meat, like steak, and they just do really nice food. Like I went to the one in Manchester with my lovely friend Becca, who also has a channel here on YouTube, Beck's Vlogs. We went to the one in Manchester before we went to a Panic at the Disco gig not so long ago, and I had mac and cheese with pulled pork on top of it, with a side of like bread or something, with like garlic bread. Oh my goodness, I think about that meal almost every day. Like, it was one of the best meals of my life. It was so yummy. And I got this like what was it, like a raspberry like sorbet drink that was delicious. Like, that was actually one of the best meals ever. Like, I wish I could eat that again. Anyway, we like to visit the Hard Rock Cafes when we go places, because we love music as well. We love like rock music, we go to like Download Festival, we go to a lot of concerts. It's definitely our like vibe in there, like definitely the kind of music that we like listening to. So we all try and visit them if cities that we visit have them. We've been to Amsterdam, Manchester, Tenerife, and we also have been to Tenerife's Hard Rock Hotel. The hotels are also amazing. But yeah, we knew we really wanted to go to the Paris one if we were going to go to Paris. Ethan and Caitlin were super up for it as well, so we went. And I always collect a pin when I go. So I'll show you the pin that I got. I got this one. It is the Arc de Triomphe, and then it just says Paris with like the colours of the flag. And I just thought it was quite a nice pin. They're usually £9.99. I think this one was like a little bit less because it was €10, so it worked out a little bit less pounds. But they're usually around like the £10, €10 sort of mark. But love this pin, love Hard Rock Cafe, would definitely recommend going. Basically, a thing I forgot to mention, the sort of thing that everyone goes there for is they have like memorabilia of different bands all around the whole restaurant, and every restaurant has different memorabilia. So they have like guitars and clothes that the people have worn, and it's not always like heavy metal music or anything. Like when we went to the one in Amsterdam, they had like a Britney Spears outfit there. Like, they have all sorts of music, but it tends to be like rock music. So you have AC/DC, Motley Crue, I don't know, like just to name some random ones. They also have screens all around playing like music with music videos and stuff, and it's just really cool. Really like them. Anyway, moving on to pins from Disneyland Paris. I got quite a few, not as much as I have done before, and a lot of them were sale, so they were only €2, which is insane, but I did get a few, so I will start now. I am an avid collector of Lilo and Stitch pins. I love Lilo and Stitch so much. It's very nostalgic to me. I love the film, but I used to watch the TV series a hell of a lot when I was younger, and play the games, like the Game Boy games. I just love Lilo and Stitch when I was a kid, so Lilo and Stitch for me is very nostalgic, so that obviously brings me a lot of joy. So I love Lilo and Stitch. Anyway, because my favourite Disney character is Wally. I love Wally, that's my favourite as an adult, but like I say, Lilo and Stitch is just very nostalgic. I'm just rambling. I don't know. I love Lilo and Stitch. Anyway, I collect the pins. I collect any Lilo and Stitch pins I can get my hands on, and then I have 2 boards that I keep them on. One's shaped like Lilo, one's shaped like Stitch. They're very cool. Anyway, the first one is this one. I absolutely love the packaging for these as well. It's so cute with the blue flowers. But this is Lilo and Stitch reading a little book, and you do see quite a lot of Stitch pins. But not always a Lilo, so they do like Lilo pins as well. I've got quite a few of Lilo in, but you more so see Stitch, so it was nice to have one with Lilo. I love that pin. So that was full price, that wasn't in sale, that was an orange, so I want to say like $8.99, I think $8.99, I think. And then I got this Stitch one. I love this pin so much. It's Stitch playing his little electric guitar. It is such a cool pin. I love it. It kind of reminds me of like the Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, I just really like it. And this was a green, so this was $6 or $7.99, the lowest band. So this is the cheapest pins that they do. So another thing I do, I have like little collections going on in my Disneyland Paris pin collection, but another thing that I do is when they bring out a new release of a film, so for example when they brought out the Dumbo collection of all the new Dumbo films for the new film, I got one of those pins. Or when they brought out a new collection for example, the ones that I've got now, Jungle Book and Lion King, because when we went it was the start of the Lion King and Jungle Book festival. And also the new Lion King film's coming out, so I don't know if that had something to do with it as well, but they brought out a whole Jungle Book range and a whole Lion King range, so I decided to get one from each range, which is very difficult because it's so hard to choose which one you want because they are all so nice. But I have to limit myself because I just can't afford to get like the whole range. I wish I could, but I always get just like one from each range. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm rambling so much today because I haven't filmed a video in a while, so I'm like, got lots to say. So Jungle Book range, I decided to get this one. It is the King Louie with his arm cuddling Mowgli, which is quite sweet. I'm very surprised this is a green pin, so this is one of the cheapest pins you can, well, the cheapest pin you can get unless it's in the sale. So that's really, really good, and I love this pin. It's super cute, it's nice and big, love a big pin, and yeah, really like it. Then from the Lion King collection, I decided to get this one. It is the Timon and Pumbaa one with Timon just riding on Pumbaa's back. It's very cute. By the way, so excited to see this new film. But I got this one and it is an orange. So that is the next step up, which I think is $8.99. Can't really remember, but I really like this one. Very cute. And then, what else did I get? A lot. I got another Lion King pin. This wasn't from the same collection, but this is $7.99. This says $7.99 on it. So it doesn't have a colour, but I did get this in the Disney fashion store, not one of the normal stores. I got it from the Disney fashion store in the village. There was only 2 left. I didn't see any more on my whole trip of this design or from this range or anything. These were the only ones I saw, so I just grabbed it straight away. But it is this Simba one where he has this like dot patterns all over him. It's a gorgeous pin. I'm so glad I got this one. And it's gold. Some of the pins have silver detailing, some of them have gold detailing. Rarely you might get some that have like a gunmetal detailing, which is really nice. I've got a limited edition Lilo and Stitch one that's got gunmetal detailing, which is nice, but I love it when they have gold ones. I just think it's real nice. Anyway, as I was saying, it was the Lion King and Jungle Festival while I was there. We were very lucky because we got there for the last day of Play Days, which was the Toy Story 4 event that they were doing for like 10 days. So we were there for the last day of that, and we were there for the first 2 days of the Lion King Festival at the end of our trip. So we went at a pretty perfect time, really, for a very perfect amount of time. Anyway, I got the pin for the Lion King and Jungle Festival. This was only green. I'm surprised about that. That's quite good. But another collection I have going is a collection of different events that I've been to. So I have like a 25th anniversary one, a Season of the Force one, a Summer of Superheroes one, and now I have one for this. They didn't have a pin as far as I saw, I might have missed it, for the Play Days. It would have been very cool to have like a Play Days pin, but they didn't have one. I do really like that one. They did have a pin for Rhythm of the Pride Lands, which is the new show for that season, but I didn't get that one. I just decided to get that one instead. So before I move on to sale pins and tradie pins, I did also buy one more, which was this one, a very random purchase. I don't even love Aristocats that much. I really like Aristocats, great film, but it's not like close to my heart or anything. I don't really love it. I just thought this was a really nice pin, and it was green, so the cheaper ones. But I just saw it and really liked it, so I just got it. This is what it looks like. It's right. You're gonna hate me, but obviously I know that Marie is Marie, but I don't know which one is Toulouse and which one's is Berlioz. I know that's their names, but I don't know which is which. Maybe I should Google it. Okay, so Toulouse is the ginger cat, so he must be Berlioz. So Berlioz on a little record player, very, very cute. Just thought it was a really nice pin, so I decided to grab it. So I will now show you the ones that I got in sale. First one I got that I'm going to keep because it's gorgeous is this Best Day Ever one. I've seen this a million times when I've been in the parks like over the past year, and always thought it was lovely, but just never got it because I just didn't get it. Like, I get lots of pins, so this wasn't one that come on my list. Obviously it's more expensive because it's on a postcard, and it's got like the bits that join it together. So it's £12.99. That's probably what steered me away from getting it. Because they did bring out a Lilo and Stitch one like this that I did get. They have a really nice Belle and Rapunzel one as well. But anyway, this one was in the sale for €2. Like, what? I'll give you a little close-up. It's such a nice pin. I actually can't believe it was in the sale. And it comes on a really nice postcard too. And I obviously had to get it. €2. So I'll definitely be keeping this one. This will not be a trade one. I'll be keeping this one on my pin flag, but it's so nice, like €2, what a find, like well done me. Another one that I got for €2, amazing, is this Incredibles one. It is a Team Incredibles pin. It's really cool. It's just a pin of the family with the like Team Incredibles logo at the bottom. It's really nice for €2. Couldn't believe it. They also had from the same Incredibles 2 range one that said Incredible Mum and a picture of Elastigirl. So I got that one for my mum, but I gave that to her as soon as I got back from my trip, and she wears it on her work lanyard. I haven't got that one to show you, but it looks very similar to this one, but it's got Elastigirl and it says Incredible one. But this was only green originally, which I think is really good for this pin because it's gorgeous, but I can't believe I got it for €2. Insane. And then another one I got in the sale, which I will be trading on. I actually really love this character. It brings me back a lot of memories from when my little brother was younger, so there is a temptation to keep it, but I will see how I feel. There is a temptation to keep it, I won't lie. It does bring back some memories, and it's from the Pirates and Princess Festival last year, so I do like it. But it is Jake from Jake and the Neverland Pirates. So I don't know if you've ever seen Jake and the Neverland Pirates because it is a kids show, like it's on Disney Junior rather than Disney Channel. It's basically a program about some children who are pirates, and it's set in Neverland, so Captain Hook's in it a lot, and Smee, and occasionally Peter Pan is in it, and some of the characters from Peter Pan. It's a really, really good show, but it is like a little kid show. I used to watch it with my little brother because it was one of his faves, and then when he grew out of it, I obviously stopped watching it as well. But it is a really, really cute program, and this does bring back a few memories from when my brother was younger, so there's a temptation to keep it, but I will see. I do like how it's got this different like pattern at the top. I think a few of the Pirates and Princess ones had that, which is quite nice. So I don't know about this one yet, but for €2 I couldn't say no. Another pin I got, which my lovely friend Ellie kindly gifted to me. So basically when I go to Paris, I am very open to buying things for my friends that they would like that are flat or small that I can squeeze into my case because we only take hand luggage. And so pins are usually great because I can bring home as many of them as I like. So I tend to get my friends pins and other flat things like ears. So my friend Ellie, you will know her as Disney Els on YouTube, she always takes me up on that offer. It gets quite a lot of stuff, which is fine. I quite like shopping, so being able to buy things that I actually can't really buy is quite nice. So I bought her a few of the new Toy Story ones from the new Toy Story range. Ellie bought the starter pack, so they do a lot of starter packs in Paris, in all the parks, sorry. They do a lot of starter packs in Disney, and they tend to be like 4 pins from a film, so it's like a little starter pack and you buy that to trade on, but a lot of people just buy them to keep because they're really, really nice. Anyway, so they had a Toy Story 4 one. It had some really nice pins on it, and one of those pins was a Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head pin, which I loved so much, but I didn't want to buy a whole booster pack because They can be quite expensive, they're like €20, and I didn't really want the other pins and I didn't want to trade them on because I'd already had loads of pins to trade. Anyway, just a bit pricey, so didn't get that. But Ellie decided she wanted a pack for herself and then a pack to trade. So she said that as a gift for getting all these bits and bobs for her, I could have the potato heads from her tradie set, which was very nice of her. So I got this pin. I literally love it so much. Like, thank you so much, Ellie. This is such a nice pin. When I showed my mum as well, she loved it. This is the potato head pin. Look how cute they are. That is actually the cutest pin, and it's really big. Like, this is my hand and this is how big it is in comparison to my hand. It's a very big, nice pin. I love it. So thank you, Ellie. Love that pin, gorgeous. Definitely keeping that one on my pin flag. And the last two I traded for at the end of our last day. Was it at the end of our last day? Yes, at the end of our last day. Me and Luke went on Buzz, and the photo pass wasn't working, which was gutting because we posed and everything. And when I was waiting in the queue to talk to one of the photo pass people, I noticed that he had some really nice pins, but they were on like a Disney lanyard, not a black lanyard. So I was thinking, ugh, he's not going to want to trade any of those, and he had some really nice ones. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just ask. So I did, and he was like, yeah, these are all for trade, any you want. I was like, are you serious? Because he had some nice ones. So I lapped up the opportunity and I got two really, really nice pins. He wanted Chip and Dale, which was quite cute. I had these little, like, cutie little Chip and Dale pins that my mum had got me for Christmas just gone. She got me a massive booster pack that had Chip and Dale, Mickey and Minnie, Stitch, some others, Pluto, Donald, and I've traded on a lot of them. I've kept Mickey and Minnie and Stitch, but now I've traded on the rest. So he wanted Chip and Dale from that series, so I got in exchange this Captain Hook pin. Just a simple, like, character pin. I'm not sure if it's the Villains one or the Pirates and Princess Festival one. I'm not sure, or if it's a different one that is neither. It might be from maybe the Peter Pan range that they brought out recently. I honestly don't know. But it's really nice. And then the other one that I also got, which I love as well, is this one. It is a rabbit from Winnie the Pooh. Very pleased with this find. Very, very nice pin. I love a character pin, love this one. I don't know if she's from Winnie the Pooh booster set or anything like that, but I couldn't resist. Very, very cute pin. So that is everything that I bought for myself on this trip. I did also, like I said, buy my mum that pin. I bought my brother some of those sweets, which I always talk about in my hauls. I love. If you're wondering, it is the Goofy sweets that come in a green packet. They're the fizzy ones. They're shaped a bit like this, and they have one colour on one side, one colour on the other side. They are incredible. I always buy them when I go, but I bought myself some and ate them while I was there, and I bought my brother some to bring home. And then I also bought for my sister a little Wreck-It Ralph Sum Sum and a Tinkerbell pen, which were both €2 in sale, which I thought was amazing. But yeah, we had a really fab time on our trip. I can't wait for you to see the vlogs. I have edited day 1 and 2 so far, and they are one vlog. Day 1 and 2 is all one vlog. So that will be coming very soon after this one goes up. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and I will talk about this in a different video, but I have now finished my PGCE and all that sort of stuff, so I will hopefully be uploading a lot more, fingers crossed. So look forward to more videos, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye!